Hello, this is Manav Saini. Today I'll be presenting my group project, and here's my student ID. I hope that's visible. I think that's mirrored, but I think that should do the trick. So I am alone in this group project, and yeah, let's get to it. I'll explain it as soon as I share my screen. Let's get to it. So, as you can see, this is my group project. No, it's more of a solo project, and I decided to make a flight application. It's connected to a disconnected uh, model. I mean, it's using a disconnected model, and I'm using a data set to which is connected to my database in SQL Server Management. I made a database there, two tables. One of them was for users, and it contained the following stuff. The ID is the primary key for both of these tables. And here's my XAML file. And as you can see here, I have uh, two tab items. So it tabs between a user's view and a flight's view. So I could just start this project if you give me a moment. So here's my app in the running state, and I went for a flight app, like I said, and due to me being by myself and my inability to complete all requirements for this application, I'm using a dataset and instead of entity framework, and I'm not. I couldn't add the functionality for a user to register or a non-registered user to use this app. But this app does have admin levels of functionality for the person that uses it. So that means that you can create, update, or delete anything in this application. And yeah, I could just show it. So this has two tabs. The app has two tabs. One is the user, the other is the flight section. So in flights, you could add an airline that is called, let's say, Air India. Flight number will be AI195. Capital AI195. Destination, let's say India, and put Airbus 220 for this. So as you can see, that you can add in this application. So that's the create portion of the requirement. And if I just wanted to delete this, I could just delete it, and there goes the delete. And let's say I would like to change something about myself. So I would just put Manav at yahoo.ca and I would update it. And if I tap from one user to another, you can see that it's Manav.ca now. And that's pretty much the functionality for this application. Um, if we talk about the code, I could just show you the code right now. So here we have the code for the application. If you go into main window.xaml, you can see that I have two tab items under the tab control portion, and that's tab number two, that's flights, and that's tab one for users. I do have a scroll viewer, but I don't think it works. So I just left it as it is. I didn't want to mess with it. So other than that, I have a text block for the users, and I have three buttons for add, update, and delete that are tied to this event handler over here. It's called button user update. So, hyphen click, and there's this text boxes for everything the user can uh, type in. Same for flights. There's three buttons uh, to add, update, or delete the flight with the three event handlers and the text boxes. If you go over to the coding portion, the CS file, you can see that I am using, so it's a data. This is for the data set that I'm using. There's one for users and one for flights. This one's for flights and that one's for users. And I hard coded this for the combo box that gives me the option of selecting what flight it is. And most of my application is tied around these two methods, which is refresh flight grids and refresh user grids, which update all which update the database and all the text boxes. So as you can see, I've just defined this method here that um, this is what it does. It fills the database for users, and because it's the user method, and this one fills the database for flights. So here's the event handlers for adding. Here I've just declared all the variables and everything that's necessary for the app to run. And there's six, of course. Uh, there's three for the flights tab, and there's three for the users tab, and they all just update, create, update, and delete. And yeah, that's pretty much it. And that's my app, and like I said, I'm using a data set instead of entity model, and that's pretty much it. That was my app. I know it's not completely as per the requirements, and I am aware that the requirements were for an entity for the database for ADO.NET or Entity Framework, and I only have one type of user in this app that would be an administrator. But this is what I could do to the best of my abilities. So thank you for viewing my project, and I would love to receive any kinds of feedback. I know there's a lot of feedback that can be provided, and yeah, just thank you so much for looking at my project.